Hey guys, Rusty K here from Rusty K's Rad Rods Garage. As you can see, the bench is a little messy, and that's a good thing. It means we got some work going on. I haven't made a video in about a week. I've been super busy, but got some bench time today. The good and the bad is the bad. The wife's gone for 3 days. I'll miss her. She's up at a nephew's wedding up in Connecticut. But the good news is I get some extra bench time. So where to begin? I will start with the buddy build that Todd H and I are doing. Actually, let me get the box here. Doing the 1950 Chevrolet. We're doing it all rusted out and weathered. The chassis is all in primer. Actually, we got a lot of stuff in the rust primer. Some of the work that we've done is got the engine block put together, sprayed in primer, and then I did some panel line accent color. Made it a little grimy on purpose, so you can sort of see. Got some grit and grime in there. I'm going to get some of that engine grime stuff as well. So, but the panel lines in there, I didn't be careful on purpose. So that's all going to be covered up with some weathering and stuff. But that's the engine. Got the rear end put together. Did some work on the drive shaft and got the fan belt painted in flat black. So we got some progress going on with the 1950 Chevrolet buddy build with Todd H. Next, you guys may be able to notice this and maybe not. There is 2 bodies out here for the 39 wagon rod. This was the body, and then I've got another body back here. Why that is because as I was sitting here doing all this work on this, making progress, got some flocking done, making some progress here, and I'm sitting here, and as I'm sitting here, I keep looking at that build and looking at that build, and it's making me more angry on that paint job the more I stared at it. So I went ahead and broke out the other body and went ahead and decided to, what I did on this, on the bare styrene, I sanded it from, I would say 600 to 3200, and then I sprayed it in primer and then wet sanded it all the way up to 12,000. Then I laid down the paint and cleared it. So that now that's cleared, I'm going to go back and wet sand it again and then polish it up. But this paint job came out much better than the other one. Here's the hood. So I'm really happy now with this, the way this paint job's going to come out, which I bought 2 kits on purpose. That'll go in the purple pond, clear that up, get all the paint off that, and start with another color on that. So as you may recall, this one's still sort of sitting here ready. The engine's done. You may notice that I've got some new toys in here that I'm working with. All the Molotov, I always want to say Molotov cocktail, but it's just a Molotov chrome pen. So on top of the headers here, I did put some chrome. Right here, I dabbed some of that Molotov on there to get that engine going. And then you'll see more work that I've done on the El Camino with the Molotov. So that brings me into the El Camino. Let me bring some of this over here. Show you some work I've been doing on this. So I've got 3 different builds going on, as you can see here, but it's okay. We're making progress. So what I did with the 59 El Camino is I put the bottom part of the body, bottom part of the chassis in black, and I taped it up. And then the actual chassis, what I ended up using on this was this 1-coat lacquered diamond dust. I used this on a previous build on a rat rod a while back, and so I figured I would do some offset colors and do the diamond dust on the chassis. And then here, this back pan back here, that's Molotov chrome, right? Then you can see a little bit of sheen here. I went back over some of these parts with the satin, the micro satin, to give it a little bit of sheen. So that's the lower body. The engine is assembled. Just got one more piece to put together on this, but so what I did on this is actually Alclad, the oil pan. I did the Alclad. The fan belt I did flat black, and then I did the Molotov chrome inside on the wheels, on the pulleys. And all this other stuff here is just kit chrome except the headers. The headers I actually did in an aluminum Alclad. Both those headers, I don't know if you can see the difference between, let's see if I can get that to focus in, maybe not. A little bit. And then this is just a kit chrome. And I have the another part needs to go right here, either distributor or the magneto, I think is what it's called, is what comes on the street rod version. So the engine came out well. I'm happy with it. Tried to get some detail work in there. Then what I did is the engine bay. I taped this off and I did the engine bay gloss black. So I'm just trying to get some other details in here. So that's the engine bay. Came out nice. And then the firewall itself, I've been doing some detail work on the firewall. You can sort of see the detail here. The little rivets done by the Molotow pens. This is the Molotow as well. This is just the Vallejo black with a little bit of the satin on it. I don't know why I can never get this thing to focus right, but yeah, you can get an idea what that is. So there's the detail on that. Other than that, even though that seems to be a lot, that's what's going on. I'll probably get some more bench time here later tonight. And then the next couple days after work, I'll be able to come out here and get some more bench time done. This will be ready to sand down and polish in a little bit. And then I'll be able to work on the wood grain on the outside of this. I did a little bit of detail on the dash on this. You can see a little bit. The pedals are painted. The well, I guess they are shifters on this car. I don't know if you can all see that. There's some chrome in there, and then I did the knobs black. Still got to do the steering wheel and do some other little detail work on the dash here. I still need to put some panel line in the grille, and there's still a lot of work to be done. I'll show you the flocking. It looks worse than it really is with everything's in there. It's the first time I've ever flocked anything, so you can see it got a little clumpy. You can see it's not real straight right here, but when everything is in there, you won't see that. Let's see if I can show you how that looks with the pin in it or with the seats in it. Anyways, I'm not probably gonna be able to get this in right here, but so you really won't see that edge where it's all kind of clumpy and let's see if I can actually get this in here. I'm not very good at mocking this part up. There we go. Oh. Anyways, you're gonna have to trust me, really, that you're not gonna see it, or I would have fixed it. But it's the first time I've done any flocking. I did go ahead and end up using just the Elmer's glue on the bottom, and then I need to get a better dispensing system to actually shake it out. The flocking that I used was this wine red by Showcase Hobbies that I ordered offline. I got some cream and I got some rust colored ones as well. So I have to hone my skills in the flocking method, but when everything's in there, it looks fine. It's not as bad as it looks right here, so trust me. Other than that, having a great time, getting a lot of work done, trying to be very purposeful in my build and very deliberate in trying to get some detail work. I'm really happy with the way the engine's coming out. I was going to wire this, but I decided I'm not going to with this one, but I was going to wire it. I don't know, maybe I still will. Who knows? Other than that, everything is going well. Really happy with the way the engine bay came out on this. I think it's just going to make everything stand out just a little bit more. All right, guys, it's Sunday, the end of the weekend, but hope everybody had a great weekend, and I will keep everybody updated. Thanks, guys.